All right, what's going on, guys? T Torres back here for another video. So in today's video, we are going to be changing the oil in the Honda Transalp. We're just over, I think, like 620, maybe 630 miles. And we're going to be using the Gen 4 10W40 Honda oil. And then here is the oil filter that we're going to be using. I'll have a link down in the description and to that as well. And then in the previous video, we installed the SW Motec saddlebag. So if you missed that, go check that out. I have an entire Honda Transalp playlist on YouTube. All right, so we're actually getting a service reminder that the oil needs to be changed. Boom, 0 miles. So if you just hit over, okay, so we're at 648 miles, and let's go ahead and tear into today's install. Got 2 crush washers. The dealership wasn't sure what size, whether it's a 12 mil or 14 mil that we're going to use. But if you come down here on this side of the bike, you can see the oil filter sits right here by the headers. And then if you follow that down, let me turn the bike off. If you follow that down here, you will see right here is your actual oil drain nut, because here is the bottom of the oil pan. So let's go ahead and crack this off, crack her open, and it calls for 4 quarts, so it's exactly what we're gonna put back in her. 4 quarts, 4 quarts equals a gallon. All right, let's get to cracking open this filter. Also have a nice little socket, oil filter socket thingamabobber that I use. I'll have a link down in the description. All right, we are back in action. Well, I said we were. I thought I had it loose enough. Of course, this thing, I ended up having to use some channel locks. Don't recommend this, but what we're gonna use. Oh man, I was afraid that was gonna happen. Getting oil on those header pipes. It is what it is at this point. Let that drain out. Just spin the bucket, see how much we're at. Still got a little bit more to drain. We're a little over 3.5. Now, one of the things that I like to make sure to do is make sure that ring came off of there. I've changed oil before and accidentally left the the O-ring had stayed, and that oil change just went all over the driveway, so that was a waste. Okay, so new filter. What we're gonna do is dab our finger in here. We want to go ahead and lube up this ring here, because you do not want this to get sealed into there. And then I'm going to pour some of this new oil into the filter, put it back on, and then we'll go back to the other side and we'll see what size the crush washer is. Being that it was a 12 millimeter to take it off, it's probably going to be the 12 millimeter crush washer as well. A good little rule of thumb that I like to do in the oil filter, I like to just do like a quarter turn past hand tighten. Let's go ahead and rub some of this oil off. There was some left on the filter as well. All right, let's go to the other side and check out the crush washer situation. Now, I don't think this crush washer, being that this is the first time this oil has ever been changed in this bike, I don't think this crush washer is actually going to be that bad. But just for the sake, I'm going to change it out myself. So there's the old one, still looks perfectly new. Yeah, that 14 is too big. So let's go ahead and put the new crush washer back on. Put this bad boy back on. Let me go grab my wrench. All right, let's go ahead and tighten this bad boy back down. actually probably tight enough already. We don't want to go extremely too tight. Let's get one more good little snug pull on it. Okay. All right, and then the total amount of oil is just shy of 4 quarts, so we'll put 3.8, 3.9 quarts of oil in there. We still got some leaking over here on the headers. I'm gonna wipe that off because it's gonna stink and it's gonna smoke once some headers get hot. So we wipe everything down and then we're gonna fill her back up with oil. And then we'll go over how to change the maintenance on the bike itself. All right, let's go ahead and fill it back up. Like I said, we're gonna go about, I say probably about 3.8. We'll just do the full 4 quarts. I don't think it's gonna hurt anything. All right, we got our 3.8 quarts in there. We'll let the bike get warmed up and then we'll check the dipstick, but I think 3.8 is gonna be, like I said, about 3.8, 3.9 came out of there, including the filter. Let this finish draining all the way and then we'll move on over to the top of the bike and reset the maintenance reminder. Starting to warm up and she's smoking a little bit. Okay, so I just want to reiterate to change the maintenance. Hold right over here. Go over here to service, maintenance, and then down here to oil. I'm gonna do mine every 3,000 miles or 3 to 4 months, depending on that. So I'm gonna let the bike finish warming up, and then I'm gonna go take it for a ride around the block. Okay, I just got back from my ride, and she is still smoking that oil off the headers. All right, so I reset this to 0. Let's go back over here, hold this to the right, general, blah, 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 service, maintenance, blah. Oil. Okay, so I only rode 2 miles, but that's what we got it at. Okay, so, and then I changed this to December of next year. And I think it's 4,000 miles they want the oil change, or once a year, or maybe it's 4,000. I don't remember. But we're going to change mine every 3,000 miles just because I'm bougie and I be like that. All right, that is going to do it for today's video. I just double checked the dipstick after the ride, and she's right where she needs to be. Like I said, if you're interested in the oil, the Gen 4 10W40 oil, some of them, I think the dealer said they recommend 10W30. But for our climate, in the warmer climate, we're gonna do 10W40, and then I'll have that down in the description. The oil filter, the wrench, the funnel, anything I can link for you guys, it'll be down in the description. Thank you all so much for watching. If you're new here, please hit that subscribe button. Leave this video a big thumbs up. Even if you didn't like today's video, leave it a big thumbs up. Turn on your post notifications. And I'm gonna put a link down in the description as well. Make sure you guys go and join my Transalp Facebook group. Got a lot of good information going on. We just surpassed 200 members, so thank you all for that. I'll catch y'all in the next video. Peace.